The NBN rollout is projected to be completed by the end of 2020.
But realistically, for a project of this scale, it's not unexpected for there to be delays, so it'll probably take a couple of years beyond that.
There's a very, very small number of what are called service class 0 premises that may take a little longer because they don't have any of the necessary infrastructure.
But once it's rolled out, it still theoretically has to be upgraded, so it'll be how long is a piece of string, really.
Yes, it does.
Yes, the NBN does use copper. In its current form, most people will connect onto the NBN with the copper phone line that already exists at their house, and then that will go out and connect up to the NBN at a nearby node.
Your NBN connection may use copper depending on the type of connection you're going to get. Now, the important thing to remember here is that you don't get a choice. It's fixed in terms of the layout of particular areas which get fibre, and that can be either full fibre, called fibre to the premises, or you could be on what's called fibre to the node, or fibre to the curb.
It wasn't supposed to originally, it was going to be all fibre, a bit like Wheat Bix. But now it's turned out that instead it's a little bit cheaper to add a little bit of copper, so it's turned out to be more like Nutrigrain. It's a ridiculous answer. It's quite good.
NBN, the company, is responsible for the maintenance and upkeep of the network itself, the National Broadband Network, and that should include the public-facing pieces of copper that form part of the fibre to the node and fibre to the curb rollout. So in areas where copper is substantially degraded, yes, it will replace and repair copper. It has ordered significant quantities of copper for this exact purpose.
Beyond the completion of the NBN in this format, a lot of experts believe that it's inevitable that we will roll out fibre connecting the node to the home or to the curb, and so who knows, 20 years down the track we may have to do it all again and connect that last mile using fibre optic cable, which is speculation at this point, but fingers crossed. We've already discovered the answer to that question.
Today, the government is breaking one of its biggest and most important promises. It's breaking its promise to provide everyone with access to the NBN by the end of 2016.
The NBN has continued. The plan was changed. It was made a bit slower and, at least theoretically, a bit cheaper. But we're living in that universe now. So if you're still breathing, it didn't turn out to be the end of the world.
And when that happened, they switched over, as they had said they would, to a multi-technology mix. That's a mix of different technology approaches to the NBN.
Which means that they are using technologies like fibre to the premises, fibre to the node, cable, fixed wireless, satellite, to deliver the NBN. The idea is faster, but as technical limitations to rollouts and complications have occurred, it's not really that much faster or that much cheaper.